Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Wednesday, October 6th, and starting with the crypto index here. And this crypto index here is just the top 10. The CIX has the top 100, or we could look at total, which is the top 125. They're all got the same pattern between, just a bit of a pull between Ethereum and Bitcoin to a point. Now, what I want to explain here is that Bitcoin has taken this top of wave B out here. That's why I'm very happy to be bullish at that point. Ethereum hasn't taken this top out here, and neither is this particular crypto index. Okay, but when they do take when that moves up through here above this, then it confirms that that's a B wave, because it could be down for one, back for two, down for one, ABC, back for two here, and then drop here. So it does need to take that top out. That confirms that that is a B wave. So at this stage, we've got wave 1 here for Ethereum and Bitcoin, and ABC for wave 2 here, as you know. And then we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1 and then wave 2. If we get 5 waves to this point here, to wave 1 here, then because we get 5 waves here, then we'll have a correction and then we'll get another 5. The other point that we need to talk about here too is about the 5-wave structures, because normally we just think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have an A and a B and a C here. That's the normal corrective wave, and then the next motive wave on that side there. But sometimes, and what we've got to be careful about here in the crypto market, because this 5-wave structure here, when we get this, sometimes we could have like wave 1 here, like we've got here, and then this little move in here, this wave 3 with 5 waves in it, that could go up here as also a wave 1 as well, and then another wave 1 here, and then they kind of like get to this point and they really take off at that point. So we need to understand that there's sort of 2 ways that it can travel, and at what point that we need to be mindful of those things. So that's one thing, and that will be more on the Bitcoin thing, because the Bitcoin is leading to the upside. It's leading Ethereum at the moment. The other point that I want to talk about here as well is that, okay, Pete, you've got this wave 1 and 2 here. You're pretty bullish and everything's looking pretty good for you, so that's all good. But what can come in from left field? What spanner could be thrown in the works? What other patterns are there? So if anybody's got any other patterns, bearish, especially any bearish patterns or bigger corrective patterns, great, share them. I'll give you credit for them, or if you've got them off somebody else, we'll give them credit for it. Doesn't matter, sharing is good. We're all in this to make money and help Bitcoin move in the right direction and all that sort of stuff. So one of the things that sort of crossed my mind a little bit is that if this is an A and a B and a C here, then this here could be an A and a B and a C wave, where that third wave is, and I could put wave B here. So we could have an A wave here, a B wave on top of this green one here, because that would be an A and a B and a C at that point. So that can be moved on top of that one. And then we could have a wave C down here for this. Now, it doesn't make it bearish, it just makes it into a bigger corrective pattern. So we would have to go way back till we had the top at Bitcoin at 65,000 and start to look at the whole pattern as some big triangle or something else at that point. So it's kind of important that we get 5 waves to that point. Okay, so that's one step. That's another step along the way in our journey that we need to confirm. The other thing that we need to confirm, well, let's just say that let's just copy that and put that there as an A wave thing. So it's just good to talk about these things. I mean, so what happens if this 5 waves up where we got wave 1 here? What happens if we copy that? What happens if that's just all the A wave up there, and we come back here and this is a B wave sitting here for this at wave 2? That means we'll have a C wave going up. And that's right. So with Bitcoin here, we could look, I'm just thinking outside the box a bit. If we looked at this as 5 waves down here for the A wave, then we could look at this as an A and a B and 5 waves up here for a C wave coming to the top, and then coming down for a C wave again. So we're in some other pattern at that point, So that's a possibility as well. So we'll need to be a little bit mindful of that. I don't think that's the case because the other thing that we could have here, I mean, I suppose if we took it from over here, is we could look at this as the A wave here, and then the B wave goes up above the top here, and then comes back down below here, okay, and then goes up from that point. So a very large expanded flat for wave 4. So that's possible as well. So, but you know, I mean, if you're a hodler, I mean, if you're a short-term trader, that doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter what day of the week it is. If you're, you know, even a short-term trend trader, so that doesn't matter. And if you're a hodler, to spend more time at this 50,000 or below the 50,000 will be, and you know that it's a corrective pattern. Well, you know, you can really start, you know, hodling in, you know, stacking those sats. So on the bullish side, we've got this here. So this is where the expanded flat could come into. We could have this as the A wave here, a B wave up top of the 65 up here somewhere, and then come down here. So an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. But like I said, it wouldn't, I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I'd find that quite exciting because I would rather, because if this goes up from here, right, if this wave 4 here and we're going up from this point, we won't be coming back to this 50,000, you know. So if this was an expanded flat with an A and a B and a C, and we know that it's corrective, it gives us a lifetime of an opportunity to really build into this and then head up again. I don't think it's going to be the case, and I think we'll just be sort of heading up towards 100,000. You know, one's the strongest number in the market, so the 100,000 is, you know, that's where we're going to see the next decent sized correction at this point. Along the way, of course, because just talk about the trading levels for a moment. All you need to know of the trading levels is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8, which is the Fibonacci sequence, and then we go back to 1 again. So this is where we go from 100, then we just work out. It's like going from $1 then to $2, $3, so 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Once the market, you know, gets to this point here, it will, you know, it's always the same thing, isn't it? Like to get your first house, I mean, that's a humongous thing, isn't it? To get the second one's a little bit easier. To get the third one is even easier. So it's the same with price points like $1, $2, $3. Once the market starts sort of soaking that up, then it sort of it moves through pretty quickly at that point. So yeah. So with the levels here, we've got 50,000, we've got 30,000, 50,000, so 3, 5, and 8. So 8 is going to be very important. Between two major levels, we've got the medium level, in this case 65, in this case 40. So the levels going to the upside will be 65 and 72 will be in here, give us a little bit of grief, and then we've got 80 at this point. So there will be levels between 50 and 65 as well, so we'll explain those as we go on the intraday. One of the important things here as well is the number 53. So there's 53 there. So 53 is 51, 52, and 53. They make up group 1, and we call that minor group 1 in this case. And then the next level above that will be 55. And the level above that will be 8. So we can look at, and we can also consider group 2 being there as well in that case. I'm just going to remove that. I've got too many objects on the chart here for this, so take that one away and take that one away. I'll have to work with what I got. Yeah, so if we get support on 53, we may not be coming back here because I've been looking at this as 1 and 2 and, well, basically up for wave 1 here and coming back for wave 2. Let's tidy a few things up. What else do I need here? That's okay. Well, let's cruise in and have a look at this then. So in a nutshell, wave 3 here, and that would be the 61.8% of this move. So if we took this length here, that's the length of wave 1 from here to here, right? So then we just grab that and slide that up under wave 2 there roughly, and we see we got 161 there. So that's one for one, 100% plus 61.8%. So that will take us up to there. Sometimes they can go 2.6 and so on, depending on what they go, but I always go conservatively. So we'll be able to look at our trading levels and the degree of structure here. But this wave 3 here needs to be longer than wave 1 here, and we'll be looking for 5 waves in this wave 3 here. So let's go in and start having a look at that. A little bit messy in here. Let me just clean a few things up. Okay, so we've got wave 1 over here, wave 2 here, and then 1, 2 in green, and then all the way up here for 3 in green. We'll have a closer look at all of that in a moment. And then wave 4 and then wave 5 for wave 1. So that's our first wave 1 of 3. So from this wave 2 here, we're going into orange wave 3, and we need 5 waves. That's wave 1 and that's wave 2. And then we'll be heading up here higher. I'll take those so I can do more drawings. So this part of the trend over here, I must say, pointed out, this from blue wave 2 going up, this is going to work. This is going to move really fast because we've got wave 2 here. So because the third wave is always the strongest, that's the third wave in here, right? So this will be wave 2, so we're going into the third wave of minor degree, and then we've got minute degree here, and then we've got minuet degree here. So we've got the third of the third of the third here. So that means that we'll see the market move along very swiftly within this space here. People will realize that 50 is now the support and it's leaving that and it's making a new high here. They'll get very excited. While we're here in all of this, this is where all the confusion happens. So there's a couple of things that we need to talk about here. Is that we have to be careful, because when we're normally working on an intraday basis here, we need to look at group 1 above and group 2 below. That's the natural swing range for all this stuff to happen in here. If we get the number 3 here, the 53, as a support, then we could just keep on going up at this point. So if we get a classic trading levels pattern sitting on top of minor group 1 at 53, then we can the market can keep going at that point. So if this is the 53,000 across here, we'll see the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then this is when it comes down. It might hit the level back up here and then drop again from that point. But if it finds the support over here again, that's where we need to be long from at that point. It means it's not coming back at that stage. So that's what we'll have to be careful about. But otherwise, everything just going according to plan, then wave 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and then then it starts to get powerful over this side of the fence here. But that's kind of that is the pattern that we're looking at. And Ethereum's much the same as well, and we'll have a look at Ethereum in a moment, but we'll just keep continuing to move in here a little bit. So from our wave 2 here, we've got wave 1, ABC for 2. I may even get this wave 2 to sit over here. I was looking at this here. That counts better up as a corrective wave, but I need to do a bit of work in that point, but it shouldn't really affect us at this stage. So we're going from wave 3, 4, and 5 up here for this. So we're going to be going up a little bit higher for that. I mean, that's going to take us higher again as well. So we may just not even may not even pull all the way back here. But we'll see. You just never know. We'll see. We just got to go step by step. So from wave 4 to wave 5 there, we can just go into the 100 ticks. Okay, so we've got wave 3 here with an A and a B and a C. We came back very close to our 38.2% retracement level, and now we're counting to the upside here. So we can look at this. So from this wave 4 here to this wave 5 of 3 here. We're looking for 5 waves in light blue, 1, 2 here, and you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so that's all cool. A, B, C for 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 here. Nice sweeping third wave, fourth wave across the level here, and then the fifth wave to move up here. I haven't really pulled that apart here just yet. That looks, hold on a second, blah blah blah. That might sit there. In that case, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5 waves there? A little bit tricky there, isn't it? Not quite sure. I have to double check on that. But yeah, we still got a little bit more to go up here anyway. I don't know if that's wave 4. Probably be wave 4 here, and then wave 5 to that point, and then we come down for our ABC here. So let's just see if we get the swings across the 50,000 at that point, you know. But either way, the most important thing here is that getting that fifth wave in here, that's the next important step. So we may get something, you know, we may get something from wave 4 here, we may get something up here higher above 53. It's okay to be above 53, but it's got to come back and test it to see if it is support. But we may just get something like this, and then we go straight up from that point with a, you know, small 1, 2 at that point. So this is what we need to be a little bit careful of. But anyway, I'll be all over this and I'll keep you updated. Trading Lounge members. So yeah, that's it. And Ethereum, is that on the next page here? Yeah, so much the same thing. So with Ethereum here, we can see that we haven't taken the wave, this top out here. So really that's the first step. So Bitcoin is basically testing this high, while Ethereum is pressing this one. So with all markets, within all sectors, there's leaders and there's followers. So the leaders always have the range in them, and they're the more riskier ones. And the ones that follow are safer, but they don't have the range in them. So more money in BTC trending at the moment than Ethereum. Of course, we've seen that flip-flopping around and changing, but that's just the way it is at the moment. So to confirm that that's a wave B there, we need to see a move up there. Because otherwise it could still be bearish, down for 1, ABC for 2, down for 1, ABC for 2, and down for blah blah blah. But even if it does take this out here, it still could still have some sort of C wave come into here and then move up here. But I'll have to talk about the bigger picture in that case. I won't do that today. But even if it does that, it doesn't matter. It's still great, because we'd just be in this bigger corrective pattern, you know, which gives us more time to buy more. Because you know it's going up. You know, I mean, what else do you want? Let's just cruise in here. I don't know what I've updated here. I haven't spent much time on this. So this is the 4 hour. I haven't seen that for a while. That's okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. So we're looking for a wave 1 and wave 2 up there. So we're heading up into a wave 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be there somewhere. So we'll just fill the dots in just while I'm here for this. So you can watch me do housework. Okay, so that will be it there. So it looks a bit more nice and clean and tidy here, maybe because I haven't made a mess of the chart. But yeah, so that's still 1 and 2 in here. That's 3. So we've still got 4 and 5. And then wave 4 can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. Doesn't have to, but it can. And then wave 5 here. And then we've got an A and a B and a C wave here. It'll be more pronounced here because this is the leading stock. Oh, this is the follower here at the moment. So it'll be something like that. But the good news is that if we get that 5 waves here, that means that we're going to get a correction and we're going to get another 5. And if you're going to shovel stuff in, it's in this third. This is the one here. This one here. It will be the third of the third, and then we'll nail that down to the third again at that point. But this will be the time to get in. but it may not pull back to the 34. It may be higher. We'll just have to play that out. And the 1 hour chart here, okay, I've done a bit here, that's good. So wave 2 down the bottom here, and 1 hour chart. So we've got 1 A, B, C for 2. They probably have to be moved over here. I should do a bit of work on that, but either way, it doesn't really matter, I guess. We're still coming up for that one, and we can see wave, well, we can just copy this. Wave 2 there. It's still got further to go up, you know. It's just got further to go, so we can actually even take that a bit higher. Doesn't hurt to be a bit higher, so to speak. There we go. And then that will take that up there to wave 5 up here somewhere. I'll just keep sort of moving all this around to make it better. Won't pull back that far. Even there, probably not even there, but still we'll see. Yeah, so it's all about that wave 2 there. This is you got to be prepared at on this side of it over here for that. Okay. I don't know if I've done the tick chart, but I'd like to check as well, just to see what I've done. Oh yeah, I have done. So. Yeah, still toying with that there, but so from this wave 4 here, we've got 1 and 2 here, and looks like we've got a next. I'll just go to there for that. That's okay. It probably goes to there, but I'll just put it there because I'm short one wave there. But putting it there, I'm not short, but it's just not a nice 5-wave structure. But it doesn't matter. It still leaves wave 2 here. Oh, unless I include that. That's a possibility. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm on the right track because this is wave 3 here, and it's like looking nice and strong, you know. I don't know if that's the top there. I need to pull that apart. That will take a little bit more effort. But yeah, you could probably count on spending a bit of time at 35. And then we've got wave 5 of 3 over here, so that will be about here somewhere. Wave 4 can pull back here, then wave 5 so now we're entering group 2 up here. So group 2 will be 65 and 80. We can also put in 72 in here. So I just normally give that a splash of color, just a design thing, nothing else. And then that there. Just doing this really just for the day traders, and you can see you've got nice support on top of group 1 here, the 300. That's just perfect. I mean, that's the place to go along through just on that, because it comes back, tests it here, takes that high out here, and we've got 5 waves here, and it pulls back, and you got the second high. You could even drop it down into this space here for that, and then put a tight stop under it. But we didn't do that. We weren't there. But I think hindsight's okay, just to yak about things a bit. Alrighty. So this is where we are with this, and we need to. So we've got wave 3, 4, and 5 to get to 4,000, and that will give us wave 1, and then that's all going to be very exciting. But this wave 2 here, the correction where everybody's panicking, this is the one that you want. So the Rothschild would say, buy when there's blood on the street. So this one here, that was a bit evil really, isn't it? Yeah, so that's that. That's the Elliott wave picture. And if we just go back to focusing in on that 1 and 2 there, if we just go back to, say, the 4-hour chart, that will just be helpful to bring that in a little bit there. So that's what we were looking at there just then. So we know that this wave 3's got a bit more leg in it to go than wave 4, and then wave 5. A bit of a long stretch for wave 5, but we'll see how we go with that. The important level up there is 38. So the Fibonacci numbers running from 3000 here would be 1, 2, and 3. That's group 1 here, the 300. If we can get that in there somewhere. It's close enough. And then we've got, after 3 comes 5. 5 is the second strongest number, close enough. And then 8. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So I won't put the other ones in, that's okay. And I don't need that. And that's the picture. So we really want to place our second trade in this, just copy that over here in that wave 2 business here. If you're a hodler, it's certainly okay to buy anywhere in this space, by the way. Anyway, that's the Bitcoin story, according to some chap sitting in the little wooden house in the Blue Mountains in Australia. There you go. This is definitely the one that we want, though, guys and girls. I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.